because a lot of people ask me. I've actually coached a number of companies and clients on how to grow their accounts. But essentially on a very high level, you're gonna pick your niche and you're gonna use an app called Repost. I can put that app link in the description. You can, see that down below. But essentially, you're gonna use this app Repost. You're gonna be saving all the posts of people within your niche that you consider have great content. Now, a lot of these accounts you're gonna notice are simply repost accounts. They're gonna be all repost accounts. A lot of them aren't creating their own content. It's allowed within Instagram's rules and regulations. Anything somebody's sharing publicly on Instagram is allowed to be reposted. And this is huge for you because you can really scale this and you can take this information. We're gonna talk about the diet niche today, but you can take this information and apply it to any niche once you learn how it's going. So essentially what we're gonna do is, let's say we're gonna pick paleo. We're gonna pick the paleo diet. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a number of people within the paleo space that I admire, that I think have great pages, right? Whether that's a single person, whether it's a repost account, whatever. And you're gonna go through their account and you're gonna see what has the most likes, what has the most views of all their content. So you're gonna go and take that little, it looks like a little ribbon, and basically that's just saving the post. So as you go through the account, you might see 200 likes. Like, you wanna look for anomalies. So essentially you might see 200 likes here, 300 likes there, but then if you see a post that has 1,300 likes and it's a little bit abnormal, you want to definitely take a look at that post and consider if it's something worth saving. Because a lot of the times, we're humans, we want to like what we like. And a lot of the times in my 3,000 likes, obviously people are liking it. And a lot of the times I've looked at a piece of content, I'm like, it's not really my favorite. I'll post it up and it just goes like wildfire. People love it. You got comments like crazy. And sometimes, your own taste, you kind of have to take that out of the picture with a diet niche. In particular, like, you might see a recipe and be like, who would want that? But you want to go through these creators, the people within that paleo niche, if we're going paleo, and really find what their best content is. And you're going to go and do this. Once you find one person that you like, you can use the drop down in Instagram to see related pages to them. So you might find one person, grab their best content and saved, and then go click that drop down at their profile and see a number of other accounts that are similar to theirs. And go through those other accounts and start saving all the best content that you see. The ones with high anomaly likes, save it. And then what you're gonna do is, when you start planning your feed, you're gonna go into the repost app. So you're gonna click save, click copy link. You're gonna see 3 dots in the top right. Click that top right, click copy link. Go into the repost app, it's gonna pop it up, and you're gonna say copy caption and enter Instagram. Once you click that, it's gonna take you into Instagram and it actually copies their whole caption for you. Now, I never suggest you never want to just post up exactly that. That wouldn't make any sense. Like, it's their caption, it's their hashtags, so on. But what you're gonna do is delete all their hashtags. And if they have something like a recipe there, definitely keep that content from the recipe, but change up the top part. If it's a burger, you'd be like, paleo burger. And I'm a big fan of using emojis. The emojis have grown my account. I feel like it's a big part because it just adds a more fun element to it. When you see a bunch of blocky text, it's very dry. Whereas you see a bunch of emojis, especially in the food niche, there's so many different emojis for virtually every part of a recipe. Whether it's sugar, I use the salt emoji if it's sugar, so on and so forth. So you're gonna actually take that content and then repost that up. And once you've kind of done your caption, and you click share, it's gonna share that. And then what I like to do is I have 2 or 3 other accounts of my own, and I'll just like it immediately with my own accounts. Just gives it that little like boost. And Instagram really, how they work is within the first hour, they're really taking a look, the algorithm's taking a look at how many likes you're getting within that first hour. So it's very important to come out the gate strong, because that's how they'll judge whether they want to put you on the explore page or not. We're gonna get deeper into this as we go on, but we're gonna keep it high level right now. So essentially, I found my creator, my paleo creator, I've grabbed their best content, I've saved it, I've started to repost it. Now, what I found for my success, and I think this is a hidden sniper, I don't know if a lot of people are talking about this, it's the variety of your posts. It makes the feed look so much better. I'll see so many accounts in the diet niche just posting burger after salad, after this, and that's great. Food pics are great, but my audience, I think the reason that the account did so well is because the audience responds to a variety, right? So what I noticed is that 90% of my followers are female. I'm a male, right? So I've noticed that they're female. So what I try to do is I'll have like a food picture, a funny meme. I always like to sprinkle a funny meme in there every 10 posts at least. Food picture, funny meme, maybe a video, I throw in a dessert, then a picture of a female every time, whether it's her talking about, it could be her talking about green tea versus coffee, anything related to your niche, but because you want to think about the consumer. Like if your consumers are females, they want to identify with your page. So you want them to see that, okay, like, I've seen that if I'm a female and I'm on that page, I'm seeing similar, you know what I mean? Human faces really resonate well with people. They really trust them. So when they see your feed as a wide variety, it's much more interesting than if I had 5 accounts to choose from and I only wanted to follow one of them. Who are you going to go with? Just a bunch of food pics, just a bunch of videos, just a bunch of dessert, or that account that just mixed it up and really, keeps it fun and engaging. And your audience never knows what to expect. It keeps them on their toes. I've had so many DMs from people saying we absolutely love your account. I just recently had an offer for $38K US for somebody to buy my account. I don't think I'm going to sell it. It's worth its weight in gold once you can get going. So yeah, like essentially once you've done that, you've posted up, you have your variety done, then you definitely want to engage with them, right? I mean, you want to be commenting along with them, and they're going to be into it, and you want to be kind of engaging with your community. Try to put up a story every 24 hours, at least one. And like what I found with Instagram is that like a lot of people overthink. They want to make the perfect post. They want to make the perfect story. Literally just a quick snap here and there. I've directly found with my insights that like the more that you're spending on the app, the more Instagram wants to reward you. So even if you log in for 2 seconds and post a quick story of even a reposted piece of content that you didn't want to share on your main feed, Instagram sees that and they want to put you up for that. So that's like a general high level. And let me just summarize again how to get your diet niche account. So pick your diet niche, paleo. And I want you to not to overthink this too much. I actually started in the paleo, then I transitioned to something else. So you pick your diet niche, you find a couple influencers in that niche that you like, you grab their best content, what their most liked content is, and then you're gonna go and you're gonna see related pages, get all that content and saved, use the repost app to put a variety of different posts up, not just one, you wanna switch it up. And then once those posts are going up, you wanna make sure you're posting at the right time. So with Instagram, it's essential that you have to think logically. When are people actually on the app? When they wake up, 8 to 9 in the morning, when they're at their lunch break at the office, so 12 to 1, and then there's a midday break around 3, and then you have your 6 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock it drops off a little bit. But it depends as well on the day. Like a Saturday at 8 o'clock is great. People are kind of, they're winding down, they're on their phone. So you have to really think logically when you're posting. And the time of posting is very crucial. I've found it to be a huge determinant of success. I've split tested it multiple times when trying to post at 11 versus 12, and it'd be almost the same quality of a post, and I'm getting triple the amount, quadruple the amount of likes at 12, just because people are on their phones at that exact time, right? It hits 12 o'clock, they're off lunch, maybe they're chowing down, and they see, and like, oh, they have time to actually engage with the content. Where 11 o'clock, they're in the middle of the day, things like that. So post at the right time, and then success will follow, and it's really about consistency. You want to do like 3 times a day. In the beginning, I was doing like 7 times a day. I was really pumping it. It was pretty addictive to get more and more followers, and I kind of hit that. And then how I find with Instagram is you'll see tiers. So you're going to see that once I hit 1,000 followers, it's so much easier to get to 5,000, because when you think about when you visit an account's page, if you see they have 200, you don't know really what they're about. You don't know like if they're worth following. It's like a snowball effect where once I hit 10,000, I saw the exponential growth. Like it took about 4 months to get to 10,000. I was rising 3,000 people every 2-3 days. As far as like, just cause I was just kept that momentum going. And it tears up in Instagram. So that's step 1, high level, grow your Instagram niche in the diet space, and stay tuned for the next episode coming at you soon. All right, Everpreneur.